For over a decade, Marvel didn't just dominate superhero movies, they owned them. Iron Man, The Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Black Panther, Infinity War, Endgame. One massive hit after another like clockwork. And DC? DC was scrambling to keep up. But something shifted. And right now, in 2026, for the first time in a very long time, DC finally feels like real competition again. So today, we're breaking down exactly why. Let's get into it.
Here's the thing nobody at Marvel wants to admit. They overextended. After Endgame, Disney and Marvel flooded Disney Plus with shows. WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk, Secret Invasion, What If, Echo. At one point, watching the MCU stopped feeling like entertainment and started feeling like a full-time job. And the problem isn't that those shows are bad. Some of them are genuinely great. The problem is connection. The stories stopped feeling like they were building towards something massive.
Infinity War and Endgame worked because every single movie before them mattered. Every character, every moment, it all paid off. Now, a lot of MCU projects feel disconnected, like homework you have to do just to understand the next movie. You needed a flowchart, a Disney Plus subscription, and emotional stability just to keep up. And audiences noticed. Box office numbers started slipping. The Marvels underperformed. Ant-Man Quantumania got torn apart. Even hardcore fans started asking, where is this all going?
Meanwhile, DC did something nobody expected. They blew the whole thing up and started over. Which, honestly, was probably cheaper than trying to explain the old timeline. DC Studios leaders James Gunn and Peter Safran made a bold call. No more patching a broken universe. Full reset. New continuity. Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. And fans finally felt something they hadn't felt about DC in years. Hope. Instead of rushing toward giant crossover movies before the foundation was even set, the way the old DCEU did, Gunn is focusing on story first. Clear direction. Connected world building, characters who actually talk to each other. For the first time in years, DC actually feels like it has a plan.
And then came Superman. And honestly, it worked.
James Gunn's Superman, starring David Corenswet, connected with audiences in a way DC hadn't managed in years. It was colorful, hopeful, funny when it needed to be, emotional when it counted. It felt like a comic book brought to life. Which sounds obvious, but apparently Hollywood forgot that for like 8 years. Not a gritty prestige drama, not a dark mess, just pure superhero joy. It crossed over $600 million worldwide at the box office. Critics praised it, audiences loved it. But more than the money, the feeling changed. People walked out of Superman excited about DC's future. Not just one movie, but the entire universe coming next. That hasn't happened consistently for DC in a very long time.
And while DC is rebuilding momentum, Marvel Studios has been dealing with problems of its own. Let's talk about Marvel's biggest issue right now: villains.
After Thanos, there was a void. Marvel has spent years trying to replace Thanos like a band trying to replace its lead singer. Kang the Conqueror was supposed to be the next big bad. Then Jonathan Majors, the actor playing Kang, was convicted on assault and harassment charges in December 2023. Marvel had to completely rework the plan. So they made one of the wildest casting decisions in modern Hollywood. Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. Which is either genius casting or the cinematic equivalent of texting your ex at 2 a.m. It's a bold move, a genuinely exciting idea, but it's also a sign Marvel is course-correcting, and everything is riding on Avengers Doomsday. That's a lot of pressure for one movie.
Here's what makes this moment so interesting. DC just feels more adventurous right now. The Batman gave us detective noir. Joker was a psychological character study. Peacemaker was a dark comedy. And now Lanterns is being described as a true detective-style mystery set in space. 2 intergalactic cops investigating a murder in the American heartland. DC is letting its projects breathe. Different genres, different styles, different tones. Each one feels distinct, not just another entry in an assembly line. Meanwhile, Marvel's color grading still looks like expensive oatmeal. Now, Marvel still makes enormous amounts of money, don't get it twisted. But right now, DC feels more willing to take creative risks.
So is DC actually pulling ahead right now? Look, Marvel is still a giant. One incredible Avengers Doomsday could instantly flip the conversation. The Russo brothers are back, RDJ is back, the ingredients are there. But for the first time in a long time, DC has momentum. DC has a vision, and DC has fans genuinely excited about what comes next. For the first time in years, the superhero movie war actually feels competitive again. Which is good, because Monopoly is boring. So I want to know what you think. Is DC really pulling ahead right now, or is this just temporary? Drop it in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, you know what to do.
Thanks for watching the video. And if you want to see some more, then subscribe to the channel and leave a comment.